Hello, my very most beautiful Scorpios. How is everyone? I hope you guys are all doing amazing. So, my lovelies, we are going to be doing your May 30th weekly reading. This is a general reading, and it may not be able to resonate for all of you. So, if you guys want something that is meant for your exact energy, then I do have personals open, and everything that you'll need to know, whether it's about this reading or about scheduling your personals, all of that is in the description box below for you. So archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please deliver clear messages with a very clear understanding for my most beautiful Scorpios. Please, may the messages that need to be heard the very most, please come through. And may they please find those who need to hear it. Please show me Scorpio's energy. A very clear message with a very clear understanding. All right, my lovelies, we are going to take a look and see what is going on with you this week. Scorpio, what is going on here? Let's take a look at this, Scorpio. I can definitely see where we're going to need to clarify some things, but we get the Three of Pentacles and the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. And the Judgment card in the reverse. The Justice card in the reverse. Okay. Scorpio, I do feel like you could be seeing where you need to open up to some things this week, or there's some possibilities here, but there's a need to open up to them, okay? We have the Justice card in the reverse. I feel like you've experienced a lot of things in your past when it comes to love and when it comes to relationships where you just didn't get what you deserved out of a situation, okay? Where you guys were really treated unfairly, where you guys were, mistreated, where you guys were hurt, where you were just done wrong, okay? And I do feel like that has caused a little bit of, a closed off energy here. And I feel like you guys are starting to see where maybe you guys need to open up at this week. There is, the Judgment in the reverse. I feel like there's a lot of energies here of you trying to avoid getting hurt. But in doing so, what you don't see coming is the Three of Swords. I feel like in trying to avoid pain, you're creating it. So that's something we're going to need to really look at here. Because the Judgment card in the reverse, I feel like you're hesitant on, opening up to things, hesitant on accepting new offers, hesitant to let anything in. The Emperor, that's really feeling like you're trying so hard to, maintain control over the situation, at all times, that especially partnerships, I feel like this could resonate too, not just relationships, but in any area of your life. I feel like you guys are trying so hard to, maintain control so that you guys don't get hurt, so things don't get out of hand, that, you could be missing out on some really beautiful partnerships here. In your area of your thoughts, we have the Seven of Swords. There's a lack of trust. There's also, I don't feel like it's just trust in other people, although I do feel like your past experiences have caused you to, be very distrusting, has caused you to, always expect kind of the worst. I also feel that, it can be distrusting yourself as well, because maybe in the past, especially with this Judgment in the reverse, maybe in the past people treated you unfairly, but you let them in, and you didn't see it, and now you think that you have poor judgment, or that it's your fault for not recognizing it or not seeing it coming, or that kind of a thing. And we can't take some of that stuff on. That's a lot of self-deceptions here, okay? And the Seven of Swords can talk about that too. It's where we're tricking ourselves out of things, or when we're lying to ourselves. And it's also, you know, he is, at the end of the day, he's stealing these swords, yeah, but he's stealing them from the enemy army so they can't use them against him. He's protecting himself, or trying to preemptively protect himself. And I feel like that's something that you guys are doing here. You're almost like talking yourselves out of, you know, partnerships, and, you know, keeping yourselves from things that could be really beautiful. In a like preemptive way of trying to protect yourself, but in doing so, you're creating more. So we're going to need to take a look. Let's go. We got in your communication, we have the Tower in the reverse. That's like avoiding a Tower moment. It's like, if I don't get into a connection, if I don't let this person who asked me out, if I don't let them take me out on a date, I don't have to worry about it. If I don't, you know, connect with these friends, or, you know, whatever it is, whatever these partnerships, these people, I do feel like there's a specific love interest this week, an offer coming in for you guys, and I feel that you guys aren't going to take it. You know, this is what it's feeling like to me. You guys are just kind of rejecting it. And I do feel like one of your recent readings was something like this, Scorpio. So I feel like we're picking up on the same energies, because I feel like you're just like trying to, you know, protect yourself here, and you're trying to talk yourself out of it, or trick yourself out of it, in order to avoid a potential Tower moment, in order to avoid getting hurt. We have the Nine of Swords here in the reverse for your emotions. Like, I don't want to have to worry about it. If I don't go on this date, then I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about getting hurt. I don't have to worry about getting my hopes up. I don't have to worry about if they're lying to me, you know? You know, that's the kind of energy. What your intuition is trying to tell you is the Four of Wands in the reverse. So I do feel like if you guys are being very honest with yourself, there is something that you want. Do you guys want to find that soulmate, that twin flame, or whatever you guys, I'm not a huge fan of the labels, but, you know, that person that is meant for you to have a happy home, a family, a potential marriage one day, or, you know, even if, you know, family looks different for everybody. Sometimes, you know, that's, you know, the white picket fence, the dogs and the kids, but sometimes it's just you and them and your succulents or your dog, you know, whatever it is. You know, it resonates a little differently for everybody, but whatever the ideal is for you, I feel like Spirit's saying, don't give up on that. You can still have that. This is in the area of what your intuition is trying to tell you. Because it's almost like you're settling. And not that you guys can't be happy on your own. I'm a firm believer that, you know, everybody should spend some time being happy on their own so they can learn how to do that. I'm not saying that you can't have a fulfilling life even being on your own. But the point of it is, I don't think that that is, at least in this reading, if this is resonating for you, okay, that's not truly what you want. It's more doing this out of a place of fear of getting hurt, okay? So just keep that in mind. We have the Seven of Wands in the reverse here for what you're trying to ground. This is like letting your guard down, okay? Letting your guard down, you know, not feeling like you have to be so defensive or be on the defense all the time. And sevens, to me, 2 sevens is an indicator for my guys that there is something internal going on. It's like internal fears that don't exist, okay? Especially with the Seven of Swords and Nine of Swords combination. And the Seven of Wands too. You guys are tricking yourself out of something that could be so beautiful here just because you're afraid of getting hurt. And I do understand that. I do understand that fear. But Spirit's just trying to bring it to your attention because there's something very special trying to come in for you. We have for your stability, we have the Knight of Swords. There is definitely something, could be an air sign, does not have to be. But you do have quite a bit of air energy here. There is definitely something that is a little bit unexpected. There is something that is coming in, I think, sooner rather than later, my loves, and Spirit does not want you to miss it. Well, over here, if we look at what you're creating, the Page of Wands in the reverse, you know, it's not taking a step forward. It's staying in the same place. And, you know, the Page of Wands to me can be the first step in a new beginning. And I feel like you're creating a lack of that. You're not moving forward. You're staying kind of stuck. You're turning down a new beginning. Even in the area of what you're destroying is the Ace of Pentacles, something that could be very solid. There is an opportunity coming in for you that could be extremely solid, a new beginning, but you're turning it down. And it's not because you're not interested in the person. It's because you're afraid. And, you know, we're all afraid of something. Everybody is. Everybody has these fears. And sometimes the fears are still there, even when you do take the step. If you choose to open up to it, it doesn't mean that you're suddenly not afraid. That's where being brave comes in. You know, being brave does not mean that you are not afraid. It means that even though you are afraid, you're gonna push through and do what's best for you anyways. And you know, when you're afraid is the only time you really can be brave, Scorpio. So we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse here for your challenge. You know, being unwilling to invest any time, effort, and energy into something. Not wanting to commit in any way, not wanting to give anybody any time, any effort, any energy, not wanting to open up to that. And what you don't see coming then is the Three of Swords. It's like, in trying to avoid getting hurt, you get hurt. And whether that looks like being lonely, or whether that looks like, you know, missing out on something that could be really beautiful. You know, we're going to grab another deck. We're going to start to clarify some things, Scorpio. Tell me about this Seven of Swords energy. Tell me about this Seven of Swords energy. We got the Hermit. Yeah. So it's like you're staying on your own and you're tricking yourself out of something that could be really beautiful. And I see that it's like you've been in this hermit energy, and I feel like it's coming from a place of, you know, trying to protect yourself. Tell me about this Tower moment. Some of you guys have been in this hermit mode for a while. Tell me about, I feel like in the Three of Pentacles here, I feel like there's a lot being put on display for you, okay? Like this stuff is coming up for a reason, especially with that eclipse that we just had in Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio too. Trust me when I say that I have felt these energies. I'm a Scorpio sun and rising, and I have felt this eclipse energy. It's very similar to taking all of the skeletons, all the things you don't want to look at about yourself, and shining giant spotlight beams on them for you, so that you finally have to deal with it. So you have to look at it. And this is one of yours, Scorpio. So it's just coming up for you guys to take a look at because it's time, okay? Tell me about this Tower in the reverse. What is this Tower in the reverse here for? Got the Justice card. You're trying to avoid getting hurt. You're trying to, you know, like I said, in the past, I feel like a lot, I feel like you guys were done wrong, okay? I feel like things were very unfair for you. You were treated unfairly. You were hurt unjustly. And it's almost like by avoiding situations like that, again, by not opening up to anything, you guys feel like you are almost like righting wrongs and, you know, giving yourself that justice, but I don't think that that's the case, okay? I also feel like the justice can be a truth coming out. I feel like you guys are, you know, whether you want to or not, realizing where you guys are just avoiding, trying to avoid Tower moments or avoid pain. Tell me about this Nine of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, this is the shadow side. This is the devil. This is the fear energy, okay? In this deck, it's called the shadow side, but it's the devil energy. You know, and that is what this is. It's like if I'm not in a connection, I don't have to worry about, you know, if someone's going to hurt me or not. I don't have to worry about it if I stay on my own. You know, it's all coming from a place of fear. Tell me about this Four of Wands in the reverse. And I feel like some of this is like past connections didn't work out the way that you wanted it to. You know, and it's almost like you're afraid to dream again. It's like, you know, the person that, you know, tries out for their dream and they fail that dream, that they never try to have another one again. It's a very similar energy. The Two of Pentacles here. Two of Pentacles is Jupiter in Capricorn. Capricorn is an energy of like really needing to like put the work in, okay? But Jupiter is blessings and expansion. So to me, it's sometimes it's like trying to keep the balance, because the more that you put, if you put the work in, there is growth, there is expansion, there is blessings there for you, okay? With that energy. That is something that is coming up with what your intuition is trying to tell you. This is causing, it is going to be work to push past these fears, to deal with the stuff that is coming up, but it's going to cause you to grow and to expand, and it's going to bring in major blessings, okay? Tell me about the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Tell me about the Seven of Wands in the reverse, please. Got the Page of Pentacles. So there's something coming in that you're being asked to lower your guard for. to let your defenses down for, let something in, see the potential that is here. Tell me about this. So tell me about this Knight of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles. So this is what's coming in. There is definitely an offer coming in. That is the Ace of Pentacles. It's showing up for what you're destroying because you're rejecting it before you even give it a chance, Scorpio. This is coming. This is definitely a warning reading, okay? Because it's wanting you to see this before this happens. Let's take a look. Tell me about this Page of Wands in the reverse. The Nine of Pentacles. So you're like refusing to move out of this single independent energy, even though deep down there's a part of you that does want more. You just feel like it's safer. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands. You know, the Queen of Wands asks us to take a risk. It asks us to know what we want, know what we're worthy of, and go get it, go risk it. You know, all of the other fire court cards have salamanders on their cloak, and it is an energy of being like protection from fire, protection from risk. Okay, she does not have that. The Queen of Wands does not have the salamanders because she's not necessarily, there's no guarantee, you know, but she does not let that stop her. She fiercely goes after what she wants, boldly, courageously, passionately goes after what she wants, even though she knows that it may not work out. She risks it. And the Ace of Pentacles here. So this is what you're destroying. The advice for it, the solution for the Ace of Pentacles here, and what you're destroying, this opportunity that looks like it could be very solid and very beautiful. Spirit's trying to caution you against it, is being willing to bravely, boldly, passionately push past your fears and go for the things that you guys are worthy of and that you deserve. Tell me about this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse energy. The Five of Wands. So this time that you guys have spent on your own, and even the past connections, so even the past connections that you guys have experienced, the past hurts, the past traumatic connections, the past situations that were unfair, and then this time that you guys have spent on your own in this independent energy, all of that has been training for you. Five of Wands is like a training energy as well. Has been training you to get you ready for what is meant for you. You know, a very solid, long-term, stable connection. Tell me about this Three of Swords. The Page of Wands. So that's what you're turning down, is this new beginning. Okay, and what you don't see coming is the Three of Swords. So, you know, you feel like you're, by not opening up to this new potential, by not opening up to this new beginning, that you're avoiding pain, but you're not, because it's going to hurt you on later that you missed out on this. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing. We're going to grab some advice for you guys. This is a very intense, powerful reading. It's definitely meant for somebody out there. So let's go ahead and get your advice. Show me what advice we have for Scorpio, please. What advice do we have for Scorpio this week? What advice do we have for Scorpio this week, please? What advice? The Wheel of Fortune. It's time for a change. The Wheel of Fortune is kind of reminds me of energy of like as the seasons change. It's just time, you know? It's just time. Some things are changing, things are moving forward, and you're being called to get on. And this Sun card, because things are trying to move forward for you. Happiness awaits you. You know, it's time, Scorpio. You guys deserve everything that you want. You should not have to miss out on things just because, you know, of past experiences. Okay. But that is what I have for you guys. If it resonates, please let me know in the comments down below. If it doesn't, check out your other placements. Everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or about scheduling your personals, all of that is going to be in the description box below for you. If you like the way that I read, please like, share, and subscribe. And most importantly, if you want personal prayers for any reason at all, just go ahead and put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. So I am sending so much love and light. Until next time.